We ready to go?
Recording in progress.
Okay, so let's officially open the meeting of the Fayston Selectboard for Tuesday, October 14th at 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Robert Vassar Town Hall. We'll go around and introduce ourselves. I'm Chuck Martell with the Selectboard. I'll move to you, Craig.
Craig Eilers from Eilers Financial.
Ron Graves, Select Board Member.
Eve Silverman, minutes.
Typing, so can't talk.
Madison Vassar,
And
Select
we have a
Board
couple other guests here.
Assistant
I'm
and
sorry,
Town
Matt.
Clerk.
Go ahead.
That's okay. Madison Vassar, Select Board Assistant and Town Clerk.
I'm Jean Cherry, President of the Board of Directors of Madrid Valley Arts.
Marion Usher, a resident of Fayston and a board member of Madrid Valley Arts.
All right, well, welcome to all the guests. Thank you for coming tonight. Let's start by approving the Select Board minutes of September 23rd, 2025. Did you have a chance to read that?
I did, yes.
All good?
Yeah, good. I move to approve the Select Board meeting.
And I will second it, so that means we are unanimously approving it, and I'll sign that. All right, thank you, Maddie. Next, any additions or deletions?
What was, Patty, you wrote an email this afternoon. It triggered something. Was it this afternoon about what would be maybe in addition to the agenda? No?
I don't have anything, I don't think.
I'm trying to think what you
No,
nailed
that's
down.
all right. That's all right. Well, it couldn't have been that important, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so no additions, I don't have any. Any public comments beyond what we're gonna talk about for your particular items, no? Okay, so Craig, we'll move on to item number 4, which is the employee benefits update for the year 2026. Mike will be here shortly, but I think we should get going and we can catch him up on whatever.
Okay,
All right, so the floor is yours.
thank you. So, for the past number of years, the town of Fayston has been in a captive insurance program through Blue Cross Blue Shield. And the captive operates to protect the members in the captive and also provide an alternative to Vermont Health Connect, which is the only other outlet for health insurance. Up until 2025, everything was running great. But during 2025, the claim activity in the group for the town of Fayston exceeded what was allowed in the captive.
Okay, so can I just ask you, because our understanding when we got your email was our claims, particularly for Fayston, that's
Yes.
also high?
Yes.
Okay,
And what happens in the captive is each group enters as an entity of whatever its employee content is. They watch and expect a certain amount of claim activity, but if that claim activity reaches and exceeds a certain level, then they start to scrutinize that group and determine whether or not that's a good group for the captive as a whole. Unfortunately, in 2026, there was a decision by the captive to not renew the town of Fayston in that group. So, that doesn't leave you without options, but it does eliminate your ability to continue the way you have been for the past few years. So thankfully, in Vermont, we have an exchange, and the exchange is there as a means of securing health insurance coverage for employees. The captive had made sense because it was priced lower than the exchange. But now that the captive has said, we don't want you in the group anymore, we have to go back to the exchange to get health insurance. So on the handout that I gave to you on page 1, in the blue column is the current contract that is valid through the end of 2025. Next to it is the option to go to a Blue Cross Blue Shield contract through the exchange, and next to it is an MVP contract also through the exchange, Vermont Health Connect. So the characteristics of the exchange are they community rate. They don't underwrite, they don't look at claim activity. They just say, here's our product, here's our pricing. If you want this coverage, here's what it's going to cost based on the population of single, two-person family. So knowing that the captive is not an option in 2026, I am showing 2 Vermont Health Connect plans, one Blue Cross, the other one MVP, with similar but not identical benefits to what you currently offer. Just to review what you offer, currently it's a $3,000 single deductible, $6,000 deductible for anybody with dependents. Once the deductible has been satisfied, all expenses are paid by Blue Cross Blue Shield through the captive. In addition to the plan itself, the town of Fayston sponsors an HRA, a health reimbursement arrangement. That mechanism helps your employees satisfy the deductible either on a single or dependent basis. So your employees are whole in terms of out-of-pocket cost. They don't incur any medical expenses because of the HRA. So in 2026, looking at both Blue Cross and MVP, the plan design is similar but not identical. So the captive writes its own plans and puts them out there for members of the captive. The exchange puts out plans, but they're not flexible. So to get the closest plan to what you currently offer, with Blue Cross and MVP, it would be a $3,200 calendar year deductible. Once the deductible is satisfied, all expenses are paid by the plan. So I manipulated the numbers for the HRA to continue what this town of Fayston currently does. Makes the employee whole, covers the out-of-pocket costs for medical claims. So currently your exposure is paying premium based on enrollment and possibly paying the HRA. It's a promise to pay. So if there are claims, the town pays them. If there are no claims, the town doesn't have liability. In 2026, the premium is the premium that the town would be billed on a monthly basis. And the HRA, if it was going to cover 100% of the employee exposure, would be $3,200 or $6,400 based on the enrollment. Down at the bottom, you'll see I'm projecting 100% utilization of the HRA. That's the safe way to budget for the exposure that the plan could have. Whether or not that actually happens is dependent upon claim activity and if people actually satisfy their deductible. Most likely, you wouldn't have the full exposure under the HRA. But from a budgeting standpoint, you'd want to budget for the maximum that the town might have to pay.
You know, Mike Jordan?
I
Craig?
don't know much.
Craig Islands?
And if we have met, sorry. Thank you.
Yep.
So, you know, the numbers are not great. You know, the captive was an excellent solution for the town while it was available. So going back into the exchange, again, these rates are community-based. They're filed with the state of Vermont. They're approved by the Green Mountain Care Board. Anybody purchasing either MVP or Blue Cross through the exchange will pay the same costs that the town would be facing. So between the two options, MVP is the more attractive choice if the town wants to maintain the same benefit level that it currently does. And if the town wants to continue to support 100% of the out-of-pocket costs that employees could incur. Most likely not all employees would maximize the HRA, but if they did, at the very bottom, you'll see what the percent increase is over the current liability for the town. Does that all make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. Knowing that this is not an ideal situation, I looked at the next comparable plan to what you're currently doing that's available with Blue Cross and MVP. That's page 2. So page 2 shows a similar plan design, i.e. you have a deductible. Once you meet your deductible, 100% is paid by the plan. Adjusting the HRA to meet that deductible, you can see that the rates, come in very similar to both Blue Cross and Blue Shield. It's just whether or not the town wants to support a higher HRA level.
Right,
So-
because the deductible's more, we have to cover more.
Yes.
If we do what we did in the past.
Exactly. But your premium exposure would go down, and that's a fixed hard cost. How much do you pay every month to have people covered by the plan? That's the insurance side. The HRA is, again, a promise to pay if a claim is incurred. So when you look at the bottom line, there's not much difference between one to the next. Potentially, if you chose to raise your deductible and you had maximum claims, you would pay less out of pocket overall, even though you're increasing the exposure that the town would pay. Most likely, but you can't guarantee, you might not hit maximum HRA claims, then the town would save money.
Do you know what our history is with that?
But it should be available on the HRA website. You got that? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
I thought you had it on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I'd be curious, like the last few years,
What the HRA payout has been.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, I guess not to present what is real, but the town needs to make a change. I hate to say it. Blue Cross is going to terminate the contract at the end of 2025. So something should be in place before then to address 2026.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Craig, when do you need all your paperwork by in order to do that?
A month,
Okay.
something like that. It could literally come in mid-December, but it would be better for the employees if we got it in sometime before the end of November. Everybody gets a new ID card, the HRA is set up, ready to go.
So we should have that on our budget,
Maybe the first budget.
relatively,
Yeah.
that decision, right?
Yes, yeah.
Even if we don't do the whole benefits package and employee portion of it,
Yeah,
we should,
we can do that.
I think so.
And is that scheduled for one of our first meetings?
Yeah, so we can have
Yeah,
it be, because
yeah,
it could
we
be either
should
the
do that.
27th
Yeah.
or we have a regular meeting on 28th, so it could be either
28th of,
October.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we don't want to delay on that, because you're right with the new training and all that.
Sooner the better.
Yeah, okay.
I have no favoritism to share between MVP and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue Cross in the exchange is priced higher. If you've been listening to the news, they have some reserve issues that they're addressing. They have to build their reserves to make sure they are solvent to pay claims. That hasn't been an issue, but when the Green Mountain Care Board renewed their policies, they came in higher, all things considered, compared to MVP.
They just dropped their Plan B.
Yeah.
Totally, done.
It's gone. Yeah. So MVP the town has had MVP in the past. They're a strong carrier. There's, you know, the benefits are the same between the two. If there's any issue, it's networks. In the state of Vermont, Blue Cross has a solid network, MVP has a solid network. So most providers participate in both of the carriers. Outside the state of Vermont, Blue Cross is nationally recognized. MVP is a regional carrier. They buy into Cigna's network for nationwide coverage. So for any out of Vermont providers, a person covered by MVP would use Cigna's network nationwide. I've never experienced any issue between the two carriers. So,
Has that always been the case too? The MVP Cigna?
yes.
Oh, yeah, because we, like you said, we have had MVP in the past, and I
Yeah.
don't think we've had any issues
No,
with them, so, yeah.
I don't expect that you would going forward.
Mhm.
But if you were concerned about networks, you could say to your people, talk to your doctors, make sure, yes, they're in Blue Cross, because they are now, make sure they're in MVP.
Mhm.
But I think you'd find out
Everybody, yeah.
they overlap. Very good.
Okay.
These are not the only plans. The exchange offers upwards of 20 different plans. These two plans interact very easily with an HRA because the HRA pays the deductible. Once the deductible is paid, the insurance comes in and pays everything. So it's a very simple plan designed to wrap an HRA around and say, we support X. Once that's paid, the insurance kicks in, everything's paid by the insurance company after that. So,
And from the employee perspective, benefits are the same,
yeah,
yeah.
that
Coverage
is
is the
uniformly by the exchange, and the BEB captive adapted the policy provisions of the exchange, so there's no difference between one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Which makes things easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sorry for the bad news. I have been, unfortunately, seeing more and more groups exceeding the claim activity level that the captive wants, and they're getting pushed out. Doesn't mean you can't come back. And next year, I would certainly put it back into them and see if things are different. You know, it's a year-by-year thing, but the past year was not good, so that's why they're not quoting this year. Yeah.
So have we been, so, and it's kind of odd, I see that they pick one year to do it.
Yeah.
If you've had like 3 or 4 good years,
You're good.
yeah.
And the town,
They should keep you.
they should, but I hate to say this, group size also matters.
Yes.
And the product is designed for a minimum of 5 people. So you're at the low end of where they target groups. So smaller groups with bad claim activity tend to get pushed up. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions for Greg? Once we get over crying over the increase.
I know. Sorry to be the messenger. But, you know, I guess looking at, again, the alternative with the higher deductible, you'd actually see a decrease in the fixed cost over what you're paying today. That money would stay with the town and then potentially get spent under the HRA if and when people incurred claims and they came through and the town had to pay it. So, you know, overall,
You have a potential better savings with the
A known
higher
savings.
deductible. And it doesn't affect the employee because the HSA pays it.
covers it. The HRA
So
covers it.
it would probably, yeah.
So,
And honestly, there's not that big a difference.
no,
And the
but,
whole plan's like $1,000 or something.
yeah, it's not huge.
$1,200.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm not giving you any advice or anything else, but I would suggest the page 2 MVP plan
Yeah.
would be a smart alternative.
For sure, it's a lesser fixed cost by far, and then you're just taking the risk on the, which makes it almost the same as the lower deductible.
Yep.
Right? By
Yep.
vote, yeah.
And I can try to see if I can get past HRA activity. It's not gonna be an indication of what's happening going forward, but it
Right.
will give you something.
I'm just
I
curious.
think, didn't we had Sarah look at that last year?
I was gonna say, I think we can log in and look
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, it's on their website,
Sarah.
Oh,
Step
yeah,
right.
she would
Yeah.
know, she would find it.
so maybe ask Sarah, because if she knows how to do it, you can see the actual activity.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be helpful to them, public meetings.
Just curious, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, exactly. Okay, well, I guess that's all we got.
That's all I got.
Well, thank you, Craig.
All right, thank you all.
Yeah, and we'll be back as quickly as we can on that.
Yeah, whatever timing works for you, we'll make it happen.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I should mention, again, I just made a recommendation to MVP. If for some reason you want to maintain Blue Cross coverage, employees wouldn't have to do anything. Just the town would do new paperwork to get set up. If you go to MVP, the town does paperwork, plus the employees have to do paperwork, right? Not hard paperwork.
Like an
It's-
application.
Yeah.
Names and.
An enrollment form. Nothing major, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that gives us a lot to chew on.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your meeting.
Okay.
We will.
All right.
Chuck, can I have a pen?
Yeah, I think mine's running out of ink too. I'm gonna have
That one.
to, I know.
Have a good evening.
I don't want
Thanks,
that.
Craig.
Thank you.
I don't want that one.
Would you like this one? Okay. All right, so next item on the agenda is the Mad River Valley Arts. Jean and Mary, if you come up to the table here and join us.
Sure.
This is Mike Jordan, by the way, our
Hello.
other
Nice to
select
meet
board
you.
member.
I'm Jean Cherry, President of the Board of Directors of Mad River Valley Arts, and I apologize because I printed this out just before I came, and it's the same presentation I gave to the Warren Select Board last fall. And it also mentions Ginny Roth, who's a resident of Warren. Otherwise, it's relevant. Apologies.
I told her I wasn't sure if we could accept that.
Yeah.
So we are a local nonprofit. We produce exhibitions and shows that are open to the public and free. We provide camps for kids and classes that we often are able to provide scholarships for. We are a contemporary art organization that tries to bring arts to the public and educate the public. And we are one of many local nonprofits in the area, so we are strapped like everybody else trying to maintain our organization with either memberships or donations. So we wanted to bring we serve the whole valley. We do the Green Mountain Photo Show, which just closed. And then we do exhibits in our gallery next to Tempest Bookshop all year long. So we have appealed to all of the select boards in the towns to help us with our costs. And we have been awarded both from Waitsfield and Warren an annual stipend. So we just wanted to touch base with you guys and see if that is something you thought you could help us out with.
Can I ask you a question? So how would our taxpayers benefit from your organization if we're going to donate this kind of money?
We serve the whole valley,
Yep.
and everything that we do is free and open to the public. So we have right now we have what we're calling a STEM, science, technology.
Yeah.
And it's an examination, it's called Stardust. It's an examination of
The cosmos.
the cosmos, right, and what's the word, anyway, physics, from the microcosmic to the macrocosmic level and humans in between. And it's just an understanding physics. So it's got, there's an 8-minute light show that's been put together by 2 local residents who are physicists. There's drawings that have been done of the microcosm all the way to the macrocosm, done by a local architect. And it's just something you can come in and enjoy and learn from that's free to everybody. So all of our exhibits are like that. We have, the last one we did was earthen, was all pottery, and where ceramics come from and what glazes do. And so everything is very educational, and we try to reach out to people, we get kids to come in and work with local artists. And a lot of artists who sell things in our exhibits and in our gallery sell their work there, and we get a small commission. So we're benefiting artists, we're benefiting the public and children.
Did you say something about classes as well that you
Yep.
offer?
We do camps for kids in the summer,
And the
and
camps,
we're
okay.
able to give them
Are
scholarships.
they free or are they?
They cost, but we have been awarded monies from the Rotary to offer scholarships, so we do that for many of them.
Okay.
We have occasional classes for adults, and there are scholarships available for them as
So-
well, but
What is
Also
your-
public lectures on a regular basis associated
with each
with
exhibit.
the exhibits. And they're always at an informative level. The next one is going to be done by one of the scientists from the Fairbanks Museum.
This Friday.
Do you have a formal budget that you put together, and budget versus expenses? Is that possible to see that? Is it public knowledge?
You know, I've never been asked that question, but I'm not, I don't know why it wouldn't be. I can talk to our treasurer, John
If
Donaldson.
you're a 40...
We're
A 501.
501c3.
Yes,
So
we
it's
are.
public knowledge,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It'd
We
be
can provide
interesting to see, I mean, what is it, calendar year?
that. Yes.
So 2023, say, or something like that.
We just
Just
had our
curious.
board meeting, and we had a
Formal
treasurer's report that
presentation
went
of
from,
treasure.
but was it from January to now, or was it from, anyway,
It was- yeah.
I can have our treasurer do
Just
that
send
for you.
something to Maddie,
Sure.
maybe.
Yeah.
She can send it around, right? So-
Happy to.
That'd be
Just curious,
helpful,
just
yes.
curious.
Sure, absolutely. It's not a huge budget.
But you do pretty well selling art, $30,000.
Right, that goes to the artists. We only get a percentage of that. That's what the artists.
Oh, the artists
pay.
sell it, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, we
Yeah,
don't, that's not our money.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that would, yeah, we wouldn't be here if that were the case.
Okay, yeah, that would be
You
very
gotta take a
helpful to
bigger
get
cut.
that.
Yeah, no, we don't want to. We want the artists to get the money.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Just so you know, so we'll be doing budgeting now for next year, starting next meeting, or next week, right through to the end of the year. So I don't know at what point we'll be reviewing this, but as soon as that happens, we'll let you know
Great.
how that looks. So,
Okay, so Jana Donaldson was talking with you. Do you have her contact info?
do,
Okay, so
yeah.
you can just get in touch with us that way.
Okay.
Okay, great. Yeah,
all right.
great. Thanks
Well,
very
thank you
much.
both for
Yeah,
coming
thank
in.
you.
Nice to
Thank
meet you.
Appreciate your time. Thank
Yeah,
you.
now you gotta come to more meetings.
I think Craig Eiler's.
You never know.
As you can see, they're very excited.
I know.
Yeah, Craig Eiler's was
Listen.
presenting at the Warrentown board when I was
Oh,
there
was
last time.
it?
And I
So
just got
you
a
should be
call
fairly
from my
adapted
Yeah.
to
drug
this
program that
presentation.
they're changing the whole drug program, so he was right on spot.
Oh, jeez,
Right
okay.
on spot. Thank you.
Well, have a
Thank you
good
very much.
evening.
Thanks, you too.
Okay, item number 6, a curb cut. Reconsider the 411 Marble Hill Road curb cut application.
I don't know if you guys all saw the letter that
I
went along.
did, and it confused me.
What's that?
The letter that went along with
It was
his-
in our package.
Yeah, I saw it.
Did you get a chance to read that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I don't
I'm not sure what the real change is.
know. Did you see that, Mike?
But I mean, the change in the application
Well,
was,
so before he said that it wasn't for,
Forestry or,
right, we didn't have that information last time. And
Right.
right now he's saying that that's what it is for.
right.
so I have a question, is this a business that he has?
No.
Not according to what he said, but I
Yeah.
don't
But he
know.
talks about log trucks coming in and harvesting softwoods, right? Doesn't it say, in that letter,
I think when Jason talked to him, he asked, you know, like, and it was all just personal, but we can double check.
And it's almost like, if I remember reading the letter correctly, he's asking for like an informal curb cut that he doesn't want to use. He'll use it for a period of time, but he wouldn't use it if he did any development in there. And I don't even know if, we don't do,
We do temporary forestry
we do,
access.
we do,
Right.
okay.
But that's temporary, and it is rescinded.
At the end
At
of
the
the
end of the
operation,
login or
Yeah,
right?
at the end
but
of the,
whatever, can I didn't read that?
Yeah.
Curious, so,
Yeah.
it says here, the request is simply to provide me an access to the best site available for the processing of wood harvesting hemlock and other wood, as discussed with several loggers, provide a staging ground access for my trailers and other equipment in support of this harvesting. So is he just logging his own land?
Yeah, that's what we took from it when he called. That's what Jason said.
That,
Yeah, that it wasn't, you know, because he was asking
I
him,
mean, I
it's, you
don't-
know, not a,
See,
Yeah.
what,
not, you know.
yeah,
he's
it's
got
not
s-
a permanent curb
if he's
cut.
got something there, he just wants to make bigger?
And make it legal. I don't think it's supposed
I
to
mean,
be
I
there.
don't know the,
We might,
right, exactly.
what's that?
The one that's there, I don't think is maybe supposed to be there, so I
Right,
think
because
he's
he
trying
has,
to make.
he has one, he has
For
a
his
curb cut
house,
for his house.
right.
So if he was going to get a second, he would need to go to the DRB.
Right.
And instead, he's
Is
saying
there,
it's somewhat temporary, somewhat not.
is there a culvert there now?
he's talking about not putting a
Yeah.
culvert in, so I'm guessing there's not one and he doesn't want to do it.
Right, so he can either put in a temporary logging access, which he needs to remove.
Right, but we'd need to know the end date of that. I mean,
I
normally,
think, isn't it a year, or there's some,
Yeah, I can, does it say on that application at all, or no?
no, but our rules for that, I guess is what
Okay.
Mike is asking is, you know, normally a logger will come in, will give temporary access, and then, but we know when they're coming out, they're gonna be there for a year or 2 years or whatever, and then the access
Right.
goes away.
yeah.
But we don't know in this case when he's gonna be done.
Right.
But also, he has access there, right? Natural, I mean, he must drive through that area right now, or no?
I don't,
Into the logging
I'm
area?
discussing, yeah. I think
Yeah,
there's-
because he says he wants to expand it by a
He
couple of
intended
feet or something
To use
like that.
an existing natural curb cut is indicated in the, so if he's using an existing natural curb cut, what would we be changing? I mean, if he drives across it right now, like, you know, there's no ditch or anything.
Yeah,
Did anyone go look at it? I mean, I think Josh did, right?
Josh did, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to see it.
So there's no culvert now, because I do not intend to convert this to a permanent curb with a culvert, but simply expand the existing access by a couple of feet to allow safe access.
mm-hmm. See, I think we need to know.
I don't think there's anything for us to grant, you know, or, I mean, anything,
Yeah,
Right, I think we were right the first time.
yeah,
I think
He
you,
needs to go to he should go to the DRB if he wants
to
it legally, a second access on his
access,
property.
right.
And they may very well allow it, but someone's gonna look at it and make sure that it doesn't need a culvert and that it
Right.
doesn't impede, other aspects.
mhm.
I think that we have to say no. Or are you thinking about an agricultural?
No, I think we'll probably, what I'm thinking is, what you just said, the situation doesn't merit us granting a curb cut. I mean,
Right.
it's,
But we have to.
he's using it now.
We have to accept or deny the application though, right?
Well, I guess, yeah, unless he's got more information he wants to come in and talk to us about. Right now, it's looking like we don't, there's,
Nothing's changed really.
that we grant one, yeah, yeah.
Unless he wants it to be like a temporary and gives us an
Well,
end date.
there must be, yeah, maybe you should come in, but there must be, he wants to make a couple feet longer so he can safely access the property, so there must be some larger trucks coming in. I mean, if he's harvesting wood
Yeah,
Right.
and needs safer access, safer,
I think we do need to better understand what's going on there, and probably to have him come into a
Right.
meeting
Okay.
and discuss it with him would be the thing to do. Because right now, we don't know why
right.
he wants it, why he needs it.
So maybe we just table it until
Yeah,
we get it.
can Jason report, Jason spoke to him?
Yes. And then, Jason had wrote up a report for when the first time we had the meeting.
Yeah, yeah,
But it didn't really say anything about this one, because he talked to him again, but I can ask him.
okay,
I know Jason tried to get him to come, invited him to the select board meeting, like told
Okay.
him, and then he just sent this in the letter, so I will just reach out to him to see if he'll come to the next one.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah,
that's-
we
And I
need more
would-
information.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take a drive up there. I think it's probably the right thing to do
Yeah,
if we're being asked to judge it.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
trust Josh, but, you know, he's looking at it from a.
Easy to spin
standpoint.
by.
Yeah. Okay.
so we'll table till next meeting, or
Yes.
whenever we can
When
get
you
him
get him to come in,
Yeah.
here, yeah. So we won't officially approve or deny, we'll just table it.
table.
More information.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Next item,
Do we need to vote on that? To table it or just table
I guess would make it official, right?
it? Yeah.
That-
I
that-
move that we table the curb cut for 411 Marble Hill Road.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. It is official. Next item is the Central Vermont Regional Planning Commission Emergency Mutual Aid Agreement. It's a mouthful. What do you all think of that? That's, so just for the folks back home, that's the mutual aid agreement among all of the Central Vermont towns, and there is a whole list of them. In case of an emergency, we'd be able to go to them to see if we could get support from other Central Vermont towns to help us in an emergency, or vice versa. We would provide a list of the people we have on our road crew, the equipment that we have available. All the towns that participate would do the same thing. And as we learned last year with FEMA, a mutual aid agreement like that would help us to get reimbursement from FEMA if we did have to get some help from Duxbury or
Yeah.
wherever.
And
you know.
I think there's no harm to signing it.
Exactly.
Right, I mean,
No.
I think it's a benefit, frankly, you know.
what?
It's a benefit.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
It clarifies, just like the next one does.
exactly,
exactly.
yeah, I think so. And Matty, so there's a couple of documents there they're looking for that lists our equipment and that kind of
Yes.
stuff. Would you,
Yes.
okay, see if you can
Yeah.
gather that information to provide to them?
Yes, yes.
Okay. It's not a long list, just a couple pages
Yeah,
there.
no, so the only thing is, this one definitely is a signature by you, but then I don't know, is this just a list of, are you supposed to sign above Fayston, or?
Oh, yeah, so now this document, okay, so this one I thought was the form you would use if you were requesting help.
Oh, okay,
And I think that's the one that I would sign
okay,
on our behalf. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's the case there.
okay,
The other thing too, we have to designate contact people. I forget, there were 2 categories of contact people that we're looking for. I think Josh would definitely be one of them. That's something we can
Yeah.
figure out afterwards.
Insurance.
Oh yeah, designation of officials, that was it. It was in there.
Officials and at least one alternative adding a requesting official. So yeah.
I think it just lets them know who the people are that
You
we
reckon?
could authorize the request for help and that kind of thing.
But not limited to South Haven. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah,
Okay.
seems good.
All right.
I will. Yes.
Well, let's hope that's a signature page right there.
I love it.
If it's not, I can come down and sign whatever it is.
Anyway.
All right, then the next item is the Manor Valley Planning District Emergency Mutual Aid. And on that one, we had already did our own changes to our policy. And I don't think this adds anything to that. I don't think we really need to change our policy to adopt anything that they had
And
recommended.
we changed our policy mostly, like if we had to replace like culverts in an emergency, that
Okay.
Yeah,
it's in the policy that it's allowed.
yeah, yeah.
And I think, yeah,
And it's really us that initiated this with the planning district because we wanted to let the other towns know what we went through and hopefully they could put the same wording into their town policy, so.
I guess something just what we think of, like if Waitsfield doesn't do this, or Warren, like we should probably just double check to make sure we don't need like an individual one with just them. I guess that would be the only
oh, you're
thing.
talking about this, Manor Valley one?
Yeah, well, like, cause I thought this was gonna be for, like, for the valley towns, obviously.
No, so what the planning district, because we had a meeting where this was presented to everybody at the planning district. And the intent of this was to just give them some advice on what they could put for wording into their own policies.
Gotcha.
And so not everybody will sign the same document.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're good with just keeping what we already have. We don't have to make any changes. So you're all good with that?
Yes.
We will move on to the next item. Ratify the signing of Cargill's winter salt agreement. I had said something to Sarah too, when we get that $30,000 back from the state.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can apply some of that money against something like
Well,
this.
she was going to check with, or somebody was going to check with League of Cities in town just to get more clarification what we could spend it on. But
Yeah.
I don't, there's a delineation between, like, if we crush gravel next summer for our roads, it's got nothing to do with, the incident last year.
Yeah, yeah,
Because we bought a lot of that stuff, and I think we bought most of it, didn't we?
yeah.
Um,
Was
I
Sarah?
mean, I think we could do a
Yeah,
lot
that
of
must've been
things with it.
Sarah.
Yeah,
We could buy culvert, I mean, look at all the culverts we did on Tucker Hill. They
Yeah.
weren't part of anything other than isolated instance.
yeah, yeah,
And,
Yeah.
and the time spent on it.
yeah. So I guess it's anything that wasn't
And
storm
I think
related.
it'd be more as interested in what the timing is that you need to spend it, or if you have to report back on what you spent it on.
Yeah, I don't know.
The
But we can definitely still sign this.
Yeah.
So before we forget, I'll make a motion that we sign Cargill's winter salt agreement.
Well, yeah,
I'll
it's
second
already,
it.
A second. Mike, you good with that?
Yeah.
All in favor?
All in favor.
Aye. Okay, so now, yeah, but back to
well, so I already, this is
Oh,
the
you
one that we
did.
signed it.
That's right.
So we were
And
just.
this
Was,
ratifies
was,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was Sarah the one that chimed in saying she was
Yeah,
gonna
that was
check on
with
the
Sarah, 'cause I
30?
didn't,
Yeah.
I was on that one.
I think we just see where that goes. We have the money, I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
so like,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, the cash flow sheet that she sent out, I mean, actually, we're looking like we're in pretty good shape,
right,
so.
well, we still have that loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. We should probably ask her, when would be the time to repay that?
I think after the school payment.
Yeah.
Isn't there one more school payment?
I think so.
Oh, not till next,
Well, there'll be one in November, right?
When?
Yeah.
November.
And that's when we have a better idea of what
Right.
towns are
What's
coming
left.
in and.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because of the rest of it's just, you know, hanging on till, yeah.
till the, yeah, first of the year. Okay, yeah, so maybe in November we look at and see where that stands.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Cargill's taken care of. Now sign the extension letter for USDA watershed protection,
So
Central Vermont Regional Planning.
So when Brian came a few meetings ago and
Yep.
talked about he just put together the letter and he just said to have us sign it, so then this just puts in his extension. Because
Oh.
their deadline is like in the middle of winter, December. So this just put out the process out a little bit farther.
He spoke about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we all good with
Yeah.
signing that?
Yep.
All right. Good thing I got a new pen.
Here.
All right, so we had one liquor license, right?
Yes. So it is an event at Green Mountain Valley School on October 25th.
And we need to give you permission to sign that.
Correct.
I will make a motion that we do that.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Fine.
Aye? Okay. Any other business?
I do actually.
We decided,
I just want to mention something. So today, Limoges put the new door in and weather stripped the other one, and the steel guy, it doesn't look too bad, but we only replaced the jam up about 10 feet, right? But, you know, the building's pretty banged up in some places, but I guess that's gonna happen. But anyway, we got that done. And so I have the door coming, the man door coming that we're replacing. And I just emailed my foam guy today to see, you know, hey, where are you? Because that's
2027.
that's the last thing. Well, we foamed in some. You can foam in some pretty chilly
Yeah.
weather because it goes on hot, and then all of a sudden it just warms everything up.
oh, yeah.
Does anyone know if the gravel pit got flagged?
Yes.
It did.
I believe it did because Josh was writing
So-
me because people were wondering what was
So
going
I
on.
never got an answer back from them on the that topo thing. What'd you call it?
The LiDAR.
A LiDAR, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a call back. I got home, did it on the internet and check it out. It's a pretty complicated thing to try to figure out on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need someone that
Yeah,
is a
it's
GIS
not even,
person.
I mean, yeah. So I'll try to stay on that,
Okay,
because you need that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
okay. So things are moving along at the garage, so it's a good thing. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
save a little fuel on the
You know.
heat this winter.
And we gotta figure out a little bit of maintenance next year. The door that goes into the office, you know, the trim, it was never painted. And it's like kind of falling apart and stuff.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, if we're not careful, we're gonna end up we're spending $1,000 on this steel door,
yeah,
you know, because it's a welded steel frame, so I'm having to get a door with the exact same hinge pattern that's on that thing. You don't just buy a new door, and, you know, and pop it in. It's
yeah,
quite a process, so we don't wanna let it get like that anymore.
yeah.
I mean, there's a couple other doors that need help, but they seem like the cold is, or the heat's not going out.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and don't we have a candidate that we need to interview for the road crew
We do.
position?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we try to pick a date, or a couple of dates maybe to offer?
Yeah, Mike, where are you working?
Williston.
What?
Williston.
Listen, so you could do 5:30?
Yep.
So, because that's probably easier for guys that are trying to interview.
Yeah.
Pretty much any day, Mike?
Any day.
Probably next week, huh? Not this week. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't really matter.
I think
Me.
I'd be open.
I very rarely have stuff after 5 o'clock,
Yeah,
except select board meetings.
Okay.
And if I'm around, you know. So.
All right. So Maddie, you want to check with him and see what his schedule looks like?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And then I know you sent out the resume information, but would you mind sending that out again?
Yes, of course.
Just
What's
to make
that?
sure that I have it, his resume and
Oh, yeah.
that kind of stuff. Okay. So the last thing is reading the mail and signing the warrant?
We actually have mail.
No way. No way. All right, well, I'll pass this along while I open the mail.
Hey, Mike, did you see
I'll
that thing
probably
on?
be sorry I did that.
Did you see the thing about the Fayston Conservation Commission and the banners that they bought?
No.
No? So Chuck and I kind of, it was going to be like $22 from Wastefield and 22 from Warren. And I said, just pay it. It's going to be more of a hassle for them to write a $22 check to the town of Fayston.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I can read this out loud. It's from Wendy Cohen. To the Fayston Town Office and Select Board, thank you so much for all of your support and help in the past 14 months. The course of my life was dependent on the decision you all have made, and I will be forever grateful. My best, Wendy Cohen.
Nice.
That's
Very
kind
nice.
of nice.
She also
That's-
brought the flower that's out front.
Oh, yes, yeah,
Who did?
yeah.
Wendy did.
Yeah, just,
Yeah, I did have to come down to re-sign the paperwork because there was some changes on her side of the financials, so they wanted it, you know, this one document.
Right.
So anyway, I did see her when I came down, and she was really thankful for everything, so. Like I told Maddie, I said, you know, it's not always that you're happy you're on a select board, and when you're able to help somebody like that, it's really nice.
Yeah. So, is there a timing on that removal?
Yeah, they have 90 days now. So someone actually reached out. It's already under contract, like with a company.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to do that. And he was just asking me about power and stuff today, actually. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
Washington Electric will have to come and,
Yeah, they gave us that.
yeah.
The other,
Good chance they won't charge for that.
what's that?
It's a good chance they don't charge for that.
Yeah,
Washington Electric.
yeah.
Wendy did that. She had
What?
Wendy had it shut off before.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll have to remove the transformer.
Yeah, I just saw an article, I forget where it was now, but FEMA just started the first demolitions from the 2024 or 2023 flood. So I think it's gonna be a while before they get to
Well,
this
according to
one.
Maddie, they have 90 days.
Yeah, they have 90 days.
Really?
From the closing, unless they get to write one of those letters that we did.
Oh
I don't
my
know.
goodness. Yeah, this article said
Extension.
this was from the 2023 flood, so I don't know. And the other piece of mail is a request for funding from Washington County Mental Health for $1,200 this year, so could you hang on to that till we do all of the other?
And also just Wendy's house. Do we have to do anything about like the bank, like starting that process, or
Well, my understanding is we have to wait
till
until,
it's already done?
yeah, till the demolition takes
For
place.
sure.
And then we'd have to look
So
at
just,
it to
I
make sure it
guess,
doesn't encroach on.
Budgeting, all
no
that, make
face
sure
of
that
it.
we talk about it at budgeting.
Yeah,
Who's All States Construction?
take a look at that. Sweet one.
At the end here, it'll
Right
be
here.
right, but
The bill.
the bill will be right.
It was in part of it. I'll find it.
Yeah, okay.
So you're in Wilson for a while?
Forever.
Oh, really? Oh,
Probably all next year too.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing compared to some other places.
Yeah.
Here we're already spent a big chunk on East Engineering, huh?
Mhm. All the draft easements for the bridges have gone out though.
Oh,
I know.
calcium.
Oh, good, good.
So,
For all the property on the abutters, yeah, yeah.
It's a weird name for a company that sells calcium. It's All States Construction.
Yeah.
Sells calcium.
Well, there's quite a few, huh?
Be interesting to know if the state would allow us to put that money in a reserve. Or if you have to spend it.
I don't know. The original FEMA money did
What?
have, the original FEMA money did have restrictions of doing that, but I don't think that's the same.
This is pretty clear, they don't want to connect it to
Yeah,
FEMA, which is why they give it.
right.
They give it to everybody?
All right, so we finished reading the mail, both pieces, signed the warrant. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night, everyone, thank you.
Recording stopped.